Thank you, Mr. Nozomi, for joining in this conversation here in your office in Tokyo.
Yeah. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Right.
I'm very happy.
Can you briefly describe about MagicPod? I mean, your business.
MagicPod is a so-called test automation tools for engineers. When software engineer create a website or mobile app, they need to check it works correctly. It is called as testing. So usually, when engineer test a website, they input the various values and click buttons and confirm value is correct. So this is repetitive manual work, and this is very troublesome. MagicPods help this testing process with AI and automation. By using MagicPod, test software testing activity became very efficient and automated. So this is our service.
Right. So for average listener, I mean, can you simplify and say, how does it work? I mean, when you say using AI for testing, so how does it work? What kind of software programs or applications do you have?
Yes. Okay. Nowadays, this is very simple. So originally, MagicPod is a more complicated system. Users needed to go to web page and scan web page and choose element, choose item, and create the automated step. But now this is very simple. Users just needed to go to web page, test target web page, and tell MagicPod AI autopilot like please check this login page works as expected. Then MagicPod analyze the user's intention and automatically generate the necessary step. So after this step, just by clicking test run button, MagicPod automatically perform necessary checks. So this is very simple.
You have been involved in Japan's test automation community, right? Including Selenium related work long before AI became such a dominant theme. So how has the conversation around software quality and test automation changed in Japan over the last maybe a decade?
I have been working on test automation more than 10 years, and in the last tape, the situation in Japan has drastically changed. Yeah, exactly. So when I established this company 14 years ago, actually test automation was not common at all in Japan. So it was common outside of Japan, but it is not common in Japan. So Selenium was just around, and a few people knew it, and most people did test manually. Yeah, because in many companies in Japan, product release cycle or testing cycle is not frequent. They just need to release, update their software only once a year. So testing is required only once a year. So for such situation, test automation is very troublesome. Actually, test automation requires heavy setup efforts. So if testing happen only once a year, this setup cost is too much. So people prefer to choose manual testing rather than automated testing. But after next 5 years, situation changed. More and more people started agile development. Yeah, it means software is improved more frequently, new version is released more frequently. And accordingly, testing happens more frequently, every month or even every week. They needed to do the same repetitive manual testing every week. So it does not make sense to continue this manual activity. So people started to choose in Japan. People started to choose test automation solution, and more people started to adopt testing tool like Selenium. But Selenium has a big pain. It requires coding skill.
Okay.
Engineers can handle Selenium and they can automate it, but for other people, this is too difficult to use. In Japan, people, tester or QA is mainly test products. They frequently don't have coding skill or programming skill. So for them, Selenium is not the best solution. But manual testing is also not the best solution. So For them, I believe that they need a more easier solution of software test automation. So I decided to create a simple and no-code test automation solution, MagicPod. So then more and more people started to adopt test automation using coding tool like Selenium or Playwright, or using no-code test automation tool like MagicPod. So trend drastically changed in last 10 years. And now, thanks to AI, that trend began to change further. So I'm now seeing the new trend.
Right. So, I mean, like you mentioned, MagicPod uses AI to make test automation easier to create, right? So, where do you see AI adding the most value? Is it in test creation? Is it in auto correction, maintenance, quality prediction? Which area you think that AI adds the maximum value?
Okay, it depends on users type. For users who is not who is still hesitant to automate software testing, the biggest barrier is the cost of test creation or setup cost. Maybe for them, MagicPod's biggest benefit is test creation, a simple test creation. Just asking the AI what to do, AI automate the test. So test AI reduce the barrier of test creation. And for expert, so the biggest benefit is maintenance. So they can automate the test, but after automating test, product continuously changes. So their UI is updated, another field is added. So each time website is updated, they need to maintain test script, a test automation step. This is very troublesome, and many people gave up test automation due to this high maintenance cost. So, but AI helps this maintenance flow. So, for these experts, test maintenance is the biggest advantage of AI.
Right. So, what kind of customers do you typically work with? I mean, which areas, sectors you think have been your biggest customers?
Mm, Basically, currently, two type of customer are major customers. For first type is the company who run their own website or SaaS or mobile app. So they have their own product. So another type is in Japan, we call them system integrator. They or contract developer. They got a request from another company about developing new website, and they develop a new product for their customer and maintain them. So this is another type of our customer. So two type of customer number is very similar.
Right. So, most companies these days want to release software faster,
Yeah.
but quality assurance often becomes a challenge.
Yeah.
So, how can AI test automation help companies balance speed, reliability, and cost as development cycles becomes shorter?
Yes. These three elements always important for all companies. So when they do test manually, this is very difficult to satisfy three requirements. Yeah. If they testing a lot, cost became high, speed became very slow. But on the other hand, if they emphasize speed, cost testing cost became low, but instead reliability was sacrificed. So this is always very difficult to balance these three elements. But if they adopt test automation, they can keep reliability while without increasing cost or
Quality.
quality. Yes. So automation makes it easier to balance three items, and AI accelerates this trend. So AI reduce the cost of test automation further, and it improves the speed further. Yeah, because it improves the speed of both development and testing. Yeah, and thanks to AI, even reliability can be improved because human can overlook many items, and even automated test just do what is told to say. If we in the test script, we clearly describe what to check. Test automation engine checks it, but if we forget to do so, test automation flow didn't check these items. But for AI is much smarter. We can just ask AI to check if there is no broken images or there is no issues. So with this simple instruction, AI try to check all kind of problems. So AI it's possible to more comprehensive reliability check.
Right. So, are your customers only in Japan, or do you have customers outside of Japan?
Mhm. Currently, most of our customer is in Japan. So, but recently we are trying to go beyond Japan, and we try marketing outside of Japan. So, for example, we try to sell and promote our product in United States or Asia. Also, we are thinking about another market. Currently, we are mainly focusing on standard software testing activities, but actually there are various quality assurance activity even outside the engineer domain. For example, marketing people create their own website or landing page or product page. So they need to check if confirm there is no broken link or spelling error or accessibility issue. So we also recently we published the product to help their quality assurance. This is the product name is SiteRover. So we also have another product, Kaiba. So recently, vibe coding is very widely spread, yeah, very prevailing. So many non-engineers started to create website using vibe coding tool like Lovable, but it is not easy for them to fix all problems. Vibe coding is a very good tool, but when a user faced a serious issue, it is very difficult for AI to fix them. So Kaiba is a new product to help such vibe coding quality assurance activity. So many people this is only for a global market. So actually many people are already interested in this tool, and we receive lots of inquiries. So this is our latest global sales activity.
Yeah. So, within Japan, of course, Japan has a strong reputation for quality, but when it comes to software and SaaS ecosystem, it has not been so developed in the past. So, do you think Japanese companies are now becoming more open to AI driven software development and testing?
In Japan, SaaS adoption is relatively maybe slower compared to other countries, but regarding AI, more companies are serious compared to SaaS. Already almost all startup and IT company began to adopt AI. So everyone talk about AI, and each time I talk about a new customer, they always talking about Claude, Gemini, Copilot, or ChatGPT. So even big enterprise company, they are seriously thinking about AI. So maybe CEO or their executive says they need to this company needs to be AI first company or AI native company. So top down activities is happening everywhere. So I think AI trend in Japan is very widely spread very quickly. So I think in the maybe next 1 or 2 years, almost all companies seriously adopted to AI. So I think speed is much faster than ever.
So now AI is doing the codes, and you're saying AI is now doing the quality testing, and with agentic AI also coming in. So, what will happen? I mean, what happens to SaaS companies? Do you think there will be only very few large companies which have that kind of proprietary knowledge on this? They will be able to thrive, whereas many smaller SaaS companies may not survive.
AI will surely change the situation of SaaS company. So all companies need to think about AI seriously. Then all SaaS need to be seamlessly integrated to AI. So maybe And maybe central position, the key is general AI model like Claude or Gemini or Copilot. But it's difficult to do everything using a general AI model. They don't know industry knowledge or they cannot deeply penetrate into customers' office. Also, they don't touch real world things like under the software testing context, maybe like real device or some testing that require manual operation. So AI cannot automate everything. So SaaS like MagicPod helps this missing items. So by integrated to AI's general AI like Claude, MagicPod can be more convenient for people. If customers tell AI what they wants to do, AI calls MagicPod and MagicPod in charge of necessary tasks. So maybe big tech will be the center or hub of everything, but many SaaS tools become are connected to them to do various tasks general AI cannot do. So maybe SaaS style of SaaS market will be changed, but some SaaS company cannot survive, but new SaaS company also emerges, and their name may not be SaaS anymore, but different IT company or software company surely appears, and maybe different new ecosystem will be formalized. So this is my thought about future of SaaS and AI.
Right. So do you think now that with AI developing the software and doing the testing, do you think it becomes more easier for companies to ensure better quality?
Partly yes, partly no. So thanks to AI testing tool and AI coding tool, it's become more easy to guarantee quality assurance. And many quality assurance activity can be automated. But at the same time, AI add another new bug, another quality issue, especially during the development phase. More and more people began to use AI for coding. So just asking AI what to do, and the AI finish coding and product. And the engineer publish it without checking it. So because it is too complicated or too large to check everything. But then after publishing it, they face unfamiliar issue, unexpected issue, and because it is very difficult to identify and fix this problem, and because engineers don't write code anymore, the engineers just ask AI to investigate cause, but it is not easy to find because this is a bug AI didn't notice. So this bug remains because AI couldn't identify this problem. So it is not easy for the same AI to fix. So actually now developers are facing another quality issue. So it is very difficult to find the correct answer. Maybe currently we developers depending on AI too much. They shouldn't write all code and beyond their ability to check code. If engineers cannot check code by themselves, maybe it is too much for them to use AI. So maybe they reduce the amount of using AI. So maybe industry are now searching the best balance. Yeah. So maybe in the future they will find the best balance, and quality and speed will become much better. So now in the transition process, and everything is something in chaos situation. Yeah.
So as far as MagicPod is concerned, over the next 2 to 3 years, what are your plans? I mean, what are your growth ambitions within Japan, beyond Japan, which markets?
What we should do first is seamless AI integration. As I said, AI integration with Claude or Gemini or Copilot, it will be much more important to survive in this market. So maybe next 1 year, this is the most important thing for us. We try to integrate external general AI model more seamlessly. Also, thanks to AI, we can reach to more bigger market. So even in Japan. In Japan, historically, test automation market is very small because agile development became more common, but still more than 80% of budget is spent on waterfall development. So, but thanks to AI, we can challenge this market. So maybe full automation just with AI is still difficult, but if we have a customer support team plus AI, we can automate a wider range of testing activities. So maybe next 2 or 3 years, we needed to go to this enterprise bigger market. So this is our next challenge. Also, global market is very important for us, but maybe a key strategy to go to this market is new product like Kaiba or SiteRover rather than MagicPod itself.
So, do you see this whole AI boom becoming like another bubble, or you think this is here to stay?
I think currently the bubble, maybe this bubble could be broken at some point, but AI trend is true. This is through technology, and AI will be more and more widely adopted. So bubble trend will become down temporarily, but it will rebound soon, rebound before long, and maybe it will grow. It will continue to grow in healthy and steady pace. So my concern is security concern. So one concern is security. So recently, some AI model became so strong that U.S. government requires AI company to stop development and release of new models. So if AI company became release too strong AI model, security concern became too large. So this could impact on AI improvement. And potential another issue is maybe adoption by society. So AI began to replace some people's tasks, some engineers' tasks, and people, especially new hire, began to express serious concern about AI. So, especially in US, so this could impact on government decisions. So, this could decelerate AI progress in US first and then all over the world. But even so, AI will steadily improve. So I think this trend will surely continue.
Right. So you touched upon from the security aspect.
Yeah.
I think you're referring to the US government telling Anthropic to.
Yeah. Yes.
So more than a security concern, do you think that again some of these critical technologies will get controlled by some large countries, and it will not be democratized? I mean, it will not be available for rest of the world to use.
Possibly, yes. So maybe US and China, two biggest countries to dominate AI currently. So maybe US is talking about sharing this AI technology only with several countries in G7, like Japan or EU. Maybe they can access US AI, but for other company, it is not easy to access. But instead, China shares a high-end model as open source. So maybe most smart model can be available only in limited countries, but now many AIs are open source, like DeepSeek or other Chinese model. Maybe more and more many people now can access them. They can just buy their own PC and install their AI. So some AI model will be surely democratized, and they can everyone maybe in the next 3 or 5 years, AI will be more efficient. So AI can work everywhere in very not even on non-powerful computers. Maybe everyone next 3 or 5 years, everyone can run AI on their computer or on their mobile device. I think AI will be largely democratized. So still high smartest model will be available only in limited companies, countries, or government. But it might not be big problem for most people.
On that note, thank you, Mr. Nozomi. It was lovely speaking with you.
Thank you. Thanks so much, Ari.